Taurus.
So before we start off on your reading here for June, just a little news flash. Those of you on my newsletter have already started to receive the daily Astro podcast, now available to you here on my YouTube channel, along with another new feature, which is your tarot forecasts. Now, the monthly ones will be individually designed for your sun signs. The daily Tarot and Astro podcasts, though, however, are general for all of us, not pertaining to your specific zodiac sign. But the monthly Tarot will be just like the monthly astrological ones, where you can listen to your sun sign. I hope you'll enjoy, and I will be posting a link here on the video itself, also in the description down below for easy access for this new feature. Hello Taurus, this is your forecast for June 2015, and what an excellent month you have ahead of yourself. Like I said in May was a little bit of a workout, but for a reason. You were breaking through, you were meeting all of those challenges now as you're cracking the shell of your egg, so to speak, or your pupae, so you're coming out here as a butterfly. This month we're going to see back-to-back good situations unfolding for you as soon as we get beyond the full moon, which is going to be there on the 2nd of June. And I say that only because a full moon in Sagittarius is normally a very nice, pleasant, happy-go-lucky moon, so full of great and optimistic energy. But this full moon here is going to be squaring off on Neptune, which can cause a little bit of a fuzzy atmosphere where things might be misunderstood or not too clear. We love Neptune when Neptune is in a positive, good shape, which brings higher hopes and dreams and inner visions and so forth. However, when it's squaring off, there might be a disappointment that could surface, so we're just going to have to get ourselves through it. It will also be opposing, of course, then the Sun and Mercury, so I feel there might be a communication here, so lay low if you can, and then resurface right after that full moon, and you will be in a perfect shape this month. Let's start at where the planets are really honing in for you this month. You will love it because you are Taurus and you are very money and financially oriented. So here I see this month it's going to bring all of that to the forefront. The Sun, the new moon, and Mercury and Mars is here, so you have a lot of time here to crunch numbers, look at where your income streams are coming from, how you can perfect them, how perhaps you can expand them. And also that new moon is the area where we place our intentions for the month, and that's going to be in this financial house. So make sure that you write out that abundance check for yourself. The video is on the channel or in my newsletter, so you will know exactly how to, by the law of attraction, attract more income for you. That new moon, by the way, is on the 16th of June, and it is 25 degrees in Gemini, so you will see that it could even implicate a double stream income. This is because a lot of you Taurians have the ability to have more than one stream because it's Gemini, the twins, right? So if you're having the one stream income, this could be a month for you to start working on some ideas of how you can expand or incorporate perhaps something new. Last month, it was all about personality. Okay, you had all these transits going through the first house, so that must have been a good month in very many ways for you Taurians. And then again, we know that the aspects of May could have been a little complicated with all the challenges. Challenges can be stressful. However, not all stress is heavy or negative. It just means busy, dynamic energy. So if you're listening to this on the May end, well, expect May to still give you some of that dynamic push. You are breaking through, finding your wings. June, as you will hear, is going to be beautiful. So having the new moon and the full moon all now covered, let's take a look at what's taking place this month. Mars and Jupiter on the 6th, circle that in, because not only are we going to have those two planets sextiling, but we also got Venus and Saturn trining. So the 6th is showing some potential, some opportunity coming your way, or something being expressed or propositioned to you that can open up new doors. And Jupiter never opens a door that's tiny. Jupiter opens up with abundance. All right, so you're going to see totally new horizons. This could come from a male, which is Mars. It could also be through your own drive that you now have worked for some time to achieve to, and especially because Mars is in that 2nd house for money and income. Venus trine Saturn, Venus rules money and it is your ruler, is trining Saturn, which is wanting to secure ground and anchor something of long-term for you. So if you should be getting or receiving an offer today, you would definitely want to look at it seriously. Saturn is always serious, and Venus in your 3rd house, it's communication, it's also travel. So some of you might be traveling, and upon this journey might also come across some very important people, or someone holding some influence that could be, in the long run, very supportive as to who you are, what you do, and so forth. The Sun on the 8th is sextiling Jupiter. The Sun being in your 2nd house, again, it's money, right? And Jupiter here in your 4th house has to do with home and family. So here I'm seeing how you're interacting more, putting more energy into the home, feeling very optimistic. Jupiter is always very happy-go-lucky. So it's a time to expand your home. Jupiter is in that area of home and real estate, property. Having it here with the Sun, you might invite somebody on this day and have a wonderful, wonderful time. You might even hear from somebody who is at distance, far away. That could be some happy news. On the 9th through the 10th, my goodness, here we go, back-to-back domino. First, Mars in your 2nd house, money, news of money, coming here from Uranus. So I'm feeling it's unexpected. Uranus is in that 12th house, so it's a little hidden or working behind the veils for you. And then Mars here getting this news, and it's positive. Plus Mercury, which is communication, also sextiling Venus, which rules money. So here, any contracts that might come through, I feel that they're not only just good, but they're quite secure. And then I also see there could be some travel plans coming in, since Venus is being so activated, but it won't necessarily be a long distance travel. But it could be a road trip or just getting out of town. And so that will be pleasant, very pleasant. Also could be romantic because Venus, right? Also on the 10th, the Sun, which is the representation of you, also in that 2nd house for money. So you can see you're ticking away at crunching your numbers. Here, you might receive a fantastic, brilliant idea, because it is sextiling Uranus in that 12th house, that subconscious house of yours. And Uranus isn't like Mercury, even though it rules thought, it rules communication too, but the higher octave of it. So where Mercury will speak and it's linear and it takes time, as I've explained before, Uranus comes to us in full downloads, zip files that unload, and then we become overwhelmed with this OMG, right? So today you can have a beautiful big OMG as far as perhaps some insight or inspired idea of how to generate more income. So pay attention to the 10th. On the 14th, that very Sun that connected with Uranus and had the idea, you're already kicking into action here on the 14th. Now the Sun being conjunct Mars. So Mars is your dynamic action, and it's wanting to test the grounds to see what it could do. And that's so good, because sometimes we get ideas and we're too busy doing other things, and then we forget all about them, and we may not recapture them before way down the road when a retrograde will take us back to that idea. But here you are, you're moving forward, you're acting upon it, and you could even come to see some immediate response from it. So this is fantastic for you as far as now expanding your grounds. Mars until the 24th will be in this area for money. Then it's going to move into your third house of communication and travel. So you want to complete as much as you can before the 24th. Jupiter on the 22nd is trine Uranus, and Jupiter is your home, your family, it's your roots, it's your whole entire foundation. You have felt here as of late, these last few months, how things have opened up for you, Taurus, where things are generous and good for you. And so having now it touching upon Uranus, you're up for a surprise, and it is unexpected. So I don't feel it's something that you're going to bring out, but I feel it's more something coming to you. And so that it could be an inspirational thing of maybe a long trip, a journey, since it is Jupiter, or making some plans for it. On the 29th, we have love and romance. We got Venus there, trining Uranus. It's taking over that very same degree that Jupiter was. So if the 22nd was good, equally so will the 29th be here. When those two come together, we have sparks and fireworks. So you could see that June here is really going to be good and harmonizing with you, what it is you're wanting, what you've been working for. And then we also have a couple of retrogrades we're going to talk about, because Mercury will retrograde on May 18th to June 11th. This will be in your second house for money and income. So it's going to take you, or give you, should I say, an extended time to figure this out. If not, Mercury would have been far gone quickly, as it moves very quickly. But since it's going to linger here, make the most out of it. And I think, especially for you Taurians, you're liking it because this is the house that you rule. So you're comfortable with it. It's going to give you some lenient time to really figure out some new avenues. Then we also have Neptune is going to go retrograde on the 11th. Neptune is in your 11th house for hopes and dreams and friendships, groups and organizations. And so now it's going to take a little bit of a rest. And it's so subtle that we hardly even feel it, because those outer planets, they work more on our subconsciousness rather than right here like the personal planets do. So I don't think that you're going to notice it too much, but at least you know it is retrograde. Then we have Saturn moving back into Scorpio. That's where it was those 2.5 years as you were struggling with money and shared resources and so forth. Here now, no, that's where you are now. I'm sorry. It's moving back into the area of love and relationship commitments and so forth, and where things were a little tough for you there for a couple of years, 2.5 years. Well, whatever isn't wrapped up, you're going to revisit there for a few months just to get things all straightened out. And then when it moves forward again, it's not before 4 or 5 months from now, but then you will be done once and for all for those 29 years, and it will move back into your 8th house for shared resources. That's where you are currently. So that is what we have for you here right now, Taurus. You have a fantastic month. Go out there, flap your wings, have fun, and I'll see you next month.